This is also a very common stance of a baker, just leaning over, looking into your bowl. I'm Whitney, and this is the day in the life of a baker. So I'm gonna fire up the ovens and make myself a coffee. At 4 o'clock we start our bread shift, and at 5 o'clock our pastry shift starts. 3 skills a baker needs are multitasking, being able to follow directions and a recipe, and meeting the demands of the job. I'm going to get a sanitizer bucket and bus tub, and then wash my hands and get going. So I have a bake list here that I make at the beginning of the week. These are all of our recipes. Grab out what I'm going to need to use today. Bakers weigh everything in grams or kilograms. It just makes every measurement more exact. And the temperature of everything also affects the outcome of your bread. This is our mother sourdough. She's the starter. She's the one that feeds everything. She's our life force. Some of the job responsibilities of a baker is to make good quality products, dealing with yeast, dealing with natural leavenings, understanding the science behind it. On the pastry side, baking soda, baking powder, so it's not a natural leavening. The chemical reaction happens in the oven. All this bread is gonna have to proof, and then we need it for 11:30 when our kitchen opens for service. And even for the pastry side, most of the stuff is already prepped out, like all of our muffin base. She comes in and puts it all together. I'm writing what they are. So this one is focaccia, what size batch I did, my initials, and the date. Everybody has to start somewhere. A lot of bakeries will take, it's called a stage, where you just go for a day or two and intern at a bakery. But school is gonna teach you the theory and definitely give you skills you need. And being in the kitchen, in the bakery, that's gonna give you the practical skills that you need. I'm a self-taught baker. I didn't go to school. A lot of it was learning it on my own. Learning on the job was a big part of it too, and learning from my fellow bakers. So we're checking for doneness with the poke test. If it springs back and your indent isn't really there, then it's not ready. I keep coming back to this job because I love the creative freedom. I love seeing people enjoying what I'm making and how much they enjoy what we've created. I'll get some bear claws out for you. So the oven is at temp. We're ready to rock and roll. Here at Three Forks specifically, I came in one holiday and I sat down pretty much at this spot, and I realized a bakery and brewery is kind of my ideal scenario, and I wanted to work here. I contacted the owner. They were hiring for a bakery at the time, and I got the job over the phone. I have the ciabatta going in here already with the second hydration. The Morgan brat has been bench resting for about 5 minutes. Focaccia in that bowl over there, and I have our sandwich bread. It's had its first fold. I hone my particular skills and craft by continuing my education. I never stop learning. I never take anybody's skills, advice for granted. Hot corner. Some advancements are becoming head baker, bakery manager. I think what a lot of people strive for, or becoming an owner, eventually, opening up your own bakery. To close out the bakery, we get all of our doughs that need to be mixed. For tomorrow, all of those get done, and then just cleaning. Clean. It's about 11:50. We're wrapping up our day. And last thing we're gonna do is clean our station. I typically go home around noon, or I'll stay, have lunch, and then go home, take a nap, and then have the rest of my day to have fun. I like to take my dog for walks around our neighborhood. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to Indeed's channel. See you next time.
Tell me when you start recording. I don't want to say anything foolish.
There's a blooper section. You're good.
There you go.